Hi, today we're looking at order of operations. Y'all should have dealt with order of operations before, so this should just be an overview. Let's go ahead and start with what order of operations actually does. When you have a problem that has more than one operation, for example, adding and multiplying, you get into, well, what comes first? Well, there is a certain order in order to get the correct answer. Here's how we do it. First one is the parentheses or other grouping symbols. Other grouping symbols might be brackets. They could also be absolute value bars, or of course the most common is going to be the parenthesis. You're going to be doing whatever is inside those parentheses first. The second is exponents. That means to take care of any numbers that are given to a different power. Third is multiplying and division from left to right. That does not mean multiplying comes before division. It means that once you get to the point and you've gone through the parentheses and exponents, you do any multiplying and dividing from left to right, just like you're reading the problem. And then the last is the same, except it's for addition and subtraction. And again, you go left to right. One way you can remember this is by PEMDAS, or please excuse my dear Aunt Sally. And here at the bottom you can see that we go through this again. P stands for parentheses, but also remember that it's other grouping symbols like absolute value bars or brackets. E is for exponents. M is multiplication and division. And then AS is adding and subtracting. So let's take a couple. Oh, before we do that, let's actually look at what an example would look like. So here, in our first example, we're going to begin with our parentheses. That's what our P stands for. So I'm going to do 2 to the third power minus 1 before I do anything else. Now, even within that, we have to still deal with exponents first. So we do 2 to the third power, which is 8, and then we can subtract and we get 7. So if you notice in this third row, right down here, I've just completely rewritten the problem, and instead of in my parentheses, I actually have 7 because that's what we found what equaled in our parentheses. So we've got 15 minus 4 times 7 divided by 7. I'm going to do multiplying and dividing from left to right. So the 4 times 7 comes first, which is 28. Then I do 28 divided by 7, which is 4. And then lastly is our subtraction. Let's try some of our own. We're going to start first with this first problem, part A. So I'm going to rewrite this 8, 9 minus 4 minus 18 divided by 3. So we're going to do what's inside our parentheses first. So 9 minus 4 is 5, and I'm going to just rewrite the entire problem again. I'm leaving the parentheses all together. Now those parentheses are not grouping something. Those parentheses are actually there to show a multiplication problem. So that's what I do next, which would be 40. Again, I'm just going to rewrite everything. Then comes our division. And lastly is our subtraction. And if you notice that if I would have just done the problem from left to right, I would have gotten the wrong answer. So order of operations is very important that you understand how to do it. Let's try this last one. I've got 36 divided by 9 plus 5 times 7 minus 4 times 3 to the second power. Let's go through our PEMDAS. I don't have any parentheses to worry about, but I do have exponents over here. So 3 squared is 9. And I'm just going to rewrite everything. Nothing is changing. So I've done parentheses, exponents. Next is your multiplication and division from left to right. So the first one I need to do is the 36 divided by 9, which is 4. Rewrite. Now I'm going to do this multiplication. 5 and 7 is 35. Again, I'm just going to bring everything else down. And the last multiplying and dividing is here at the end, which is 36. And now I've got adding and subtracting, and I just do this from left to right. So this would be 39 minus 36. And my last step is my one subtraction problem, which is 3. So that's order of operations. Good luck on your homework. I think it'll be really helpful. The more problems that you do, the better you'll get at this.